I don't know who need to hear this, but you just need to trust God. I'm starting this video out like this because I feel like there is a person out here right now in this moment questioning everything in their life, whether they're doing right, whether they're on the right track, if they're in alignment, if they're out of alignment, if this is for me, say it is for me. And all I'm here to tell you is that you just need to trust God. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This week, y'all, I had the most trying week of my life, right? But it's only because I have been battling the old version of me and the person that I'm becoming. And I came upon a great Facebook video that literally just kind of nipped everything in the bud for me. And the pastor was preaching about how we need to have more faith in God. If we say that we trust God, we say that we believe God, we know that God will never leave or forsake us in our journeys or whatever we are praying about. But I know sometimes life can happen where it seems like you're questioning everything that God has for you, and if what you're doing is right? So in this sermon, it was shut the fear up. And boy, when I say just that line alone did so much for me, because it's like, you know what? Fear is of the devil. Being scared to do things and get out your own way is because the devil wants you to think that you're trapped inside of your mind, that you don't have control or you can't do the things that you truly believe in. It's the fear and the self-doubt and the self-sabotaging. Because see, when you're on your journey, you're on track of doing the things that you want to do. Everything do be smooth sailing. Then you get a few humps and then you like, oh man, like, is this hump gonna take me out of there? You know, is this really that sign where I just need to stop? No. That's not the sign that you need to stop. It's the sign that you need to keep going. Because when opposition arises, that's when you need to be the most persistent, the most consistent, and the most faithful, and have the most faith in yourself and everything that you're doing. And all this week, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, I've been having some situations where I'm like, Lord, I trust you. I trust you wholeheartedly. I believe in you. I believe what you say, what you're going to do. But boy, this week has been. And then, y'all, just to come to find out everything that I was low-key having, a thought about was fixed, or it was taken care of. The moment that I was like, you know what, I'm going to relax. I'm not going to trip. I'm just going to let things be. Everything worked out for me. And I want to tell you this because you may be going through a transition in life. You may be in a point in your life where you feel like I did everything that I could do and things just ain't going my way. But the thing about it is, if you throw in a towel right now, this might be that moment where you really miss out on your blessing or you really miss out on your breakthrough, and it's not the time to give up. It's not the time to get weary. It's not the time to lose faith, And I feel like a lot of times in my life, even right now today, y'all, the reason why I've been carried for so long is because my faith has been bigger than a mustard seed. And when people told me no, God had already told me yes. So if you listening to anybody out there in the world that's telling you that this can't be done, this can't happen, or the odds are against you, do not listen to them, because God always has another massive plan for your life, and people can't orchestrate that for you. And that's why a lot of times in my life, I do not listen to anyone. I always do the opposite of what anybody says to me, because I know that God has ordained and has written my life incomplete. And all I have to do is to step into whatever it is that I want for my life, whatever it is that I'm asking and I'm praying for with faith, with the utmost belief, and with the utmost of that I know I can do anything with God. I know I can prosper. I know I can prevail. So this video is just really just talking to those people who right now are having doubts, who are self-sabotaging. Like, that ain't nothing but fear and the thought of just being a failure. You're already successful. You already are prosperous and abundant. Like, so you literally have to take a moment and say, I have to live in the present moment. Because when you think about it, the past is yesterday and tomorrow may never come. So if you only just fixate your mind on just today, I'm sure that you can find something about just today you were able to smile about or accomplish within today. I think we get so caught up in the future that we don't even enjoy today in this wholeness, right? And so literally every single day I literally do this for myself. Just live for now. Because when you really think about it, who's to say that, tomorrow is to come? If you live for just right now, your mind ain't gonna wander all over the place. It ain't gonna be so far-fetched out there to where you're worrying about stuff that's 6 months to a year, 2 years down the road. It's not gonna be that. But if you just focus on right now, you don't have that many problems as you think. And like I said, y'all, the person that I'm becoming, sometimes I get in my own way. And sometimes I have build up these thoughts in my mind, and they're not even mine. It's just this other old version. Like I said, the old version of myself wants me to take myself back where I was comfortable. So now that I'm in uncharted territories, or I'm uncomfortable again, it's like the old version of me keeps trying to pull me back, and I'm pushing forward. So if you realize when you have resistance in your life, that's when you need to be the most persistent and consistent, because you're going to get past the resistance, you're going to get past the opposition, and on the other side is greatness. It's greatness. And I don't know why I get to this point in my life sometimes with myself, because I've done and achieved so many great things in my life, and majority of those things came with resistance and opposition, but I never stopped pushing. So this is for you. Never stop pushing. Never stop asking God to lead and guide you and steer you in the right direction, even if you don't understand fully what is at the end of that destination. Because like I tell everyone, all you have to do is put one foot in front of the other, and God is going to meet you halfway in whatever it is that you decide to do in your life. But it starts with you putting your best foot forward. It starts with you believing in yourself. It starts with you, So without that being said, you guys, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe for a vibe. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Actually, this weekend, I got something coming up, and I feel like you guys are going to like it. You're going to be in tune with it and vibe out. I'm getting into doing vlogs and stuff, so I'm really getting out of my comfort zone, you know what I'm saying? So if I get out of my comfort zone and I'm able to broadcast that to you guys, like, I don't know who this man inspired, but it starts with me. So if I'm basically preaching what I'm preaching to y'all, I also have to practice what I preach. You feel me? So